So this week, we're going to answer two commonly asked questions that come up all the time. The first one is, how do I navigate an environment where I feel like what I do is never enough and I'm always proving myself? And question two is, how can I stop being self-conscious and freezing in conversations? I've spoken to over 1,000 women, predominantly in tech, but also in other male dominated industries over the past year. And there's a set of questions that come up, and they center around perfectionism and burnout, setting and maintaining boundaries, finding and using your voice, and how to not get it all done and still not feel guilty and have a life. Okay. Diving right in. For people socialized as women, validation comes from external sources. So we are constantly chasing that validation, but it generally comes from either service of others, like acts of kindness, or through our appearance. And we get positive affirmation if we're meeting some beauty standard. We feel responsible for other people's comfort. And that leads us to think that we are responsible for how other people feel around us when these things hit our nervous system. So when we're talking about validation, this is actually a flight response, like perfectionism, right? That's my first thing. When you're thinking about who's defining what enough is, can you look inward for that answer instead of externally? How can I stop being self-conscious and freezing in conversations? Patriarchy and capitalism had a baby named self-doubt. Self-doubt is incredibly freaking profitable, like trillions and trillions of dollars a year, selling you self-care that's meant to tend to your appearance more than it's meant to tend to your soul, right? Self-help that just basically always tells you you're doing it wrong. I create the doubt within you that you didn't have before, and then I give you a solution to the problem that I created. These are the reasons that we really want to get in there and work on these thoughts of, I don't know what to say, or they think I'm an idiot, or they're going to see that I don't know what I'm doing. We're not in control of what other people say, do, or feel, but we are in control of what we say or do or feel. Because a lot of times we're giving people who aren't that important a front row seat to deciding how we get to show up and how we get to evaluate ourselves.